What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have Tomura Shigaraki. So I've done one without the hand on his face, but I thought I'd do one of them with his standard sort of look with the hand right on his face, and we can just see one eye and stuff. So we're going to start with that. So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil, hit pause if I go too fast. So there's no easy way, I guess, to start this sort of character design, but we're going to start with the hand that goes up like on his face, the main hand, right? So, but we're going to start like down near the bottom of our page, along the middle, and we're going to start with that gold plate that sort of is on the bottom, right? So it's like a rectangle. So we're going to start down here. So we're going to just draw a straight line, straight-ish. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, just a line across like that. And this has two diagonal lines that go up his wrist, like this. They go up the side, just there. Okay, so it's kind of like a box on the end of his hand, right? So then the end of the box comes down diagonal like so, and then it's going to come across like that, and then there's circles inside here, and like two smaller ones in the center, and like a line that goes around like so, like a broken line. And these are supposed to be like holes, so you gotta color them in dark black. Okay, so that's how we're starting. We're about the middle. And then this comes out to like his thumb, and then his little finger, and then we have ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and then his eye is in between, right? So, we're going to bring a sort of a bump out around here. This is like for his wrist area. And then there might be like another one of those like here. And then there's like some skin folds just coming across like here. So like some things like this, you know, just to show that it's like his wrist is kind of bent up. And we separate the skin from the gold section just with a line across here like so. Okay, so then we'll do the little finger first. So it's going to go up diagonal this way. And it might like bump a little bit up like that. And then it's going to go in underneath hair, just in here. So there's a lot of hair on this guy, right? Especially coming out from around the fingers. So that's his little finger, okay? And we'll get in where the thumb is on the opposite side, just so we can get the shape sort of correct. So it's going to go like out this way. And it'll go up to there. And then we're going to go up again, changing direction just for his thumb knuckle. So like the hand is like this. So if you look, it goes up. And like there's a bump for a knuckle just there. And then it'll kind of curve in, curve out again for another knuckle, and then go in towards his nail. So like these sort of bumps just show where knuckles are. Take your time with hands. So that's his thumbnail. And then we go diagonal across there. So you can imagine, so like his fingers go across like in a kind of a circular sort of way, okay? So like, that's say the top of his thumb. So the top of his index finger should be sort of up here, okay? So we're going up and around, right? Top of his middle finger would be here. So you're just adding these sort of dashes going up in height, right? And then the last finger is So down a bit lower this time, so like here. Okay. So thumb, index, middle finger, ring finger. So now we'll start with the ring finger and we'll bring it down just in towards his hand, the rest of his hand. So this is going to like come down like so. It'll hit a knuckle and then it'll come down this way. And then it'll like curve out again, real close to his little finger. And then it'll come down like that. And it'll bump out for a knuckle again. So lots of bumps and stuff. And then this will come in to here, like that. So we have like a nail on the top here. So we'll go across like that, and say down the side, just there, like that. And then there might be like some skin lines just coming across where his knuckle bumps are. So like this. And there might be one just here on his little finger as well. So in between each finger, there's like hair on the inside, right? So hair like coming across the fingers. So say on his little finger here, there's like hair coming in here, just wavy sort of spiking lines, just sticking in like that. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but just like sort of spiking kind of hair there. You know, just coming over the finger. So we'll do his middle finger. So this comes down like this. Meets a knuckle, so it's going to like bump in here. And then out to another knuckle, curves back in. And then we have hair coming in this side, right? So coming down from here, say, like lines of hair, like this. Coming sort of across his knuckles, back up, hairlines and stuff. So hands are hard to draw, but it's even harder because he has lots of hair coming across his fingers as well. And then it's kind of growing in between these two fingers, so it's going to like curve down to there, back up, like that. So now you can sort of get a better idea, see on like these fingers, the way the hair is going. So it's like coming in between. And then this finger is going to come down this side. So this is like more hair as well. So like there's hair in between these two fingers, and his eye is in here. That's why there's a big gap. This comes down like so. And then we've like hair coming across here. So like that. So Tomura is a pretty tricky character to draw, so don't like beat yourself up too much if you're finding it difficult. It's tricky. And then another line coming up to there, and then coming down this side. More hair spike in around this finger. So comes down like this. So this is like his index finger, and then hair comes across it. Just there. Spiking down, spikes back, up, there, like so. And then the gap just in here for his two fingers. So we go sort of coming down from here, so. And curves around the bottom into there. And then the rest of his index finger. So this is going to come down, comes down and out, and then comes around for a knuckle, bumps down again, comes in towards the rest of his hair in here, like down along this line here. And then we have more hair spikes, surprise, surprise. So another hair spike here, coming up inside, spike in there, spikes back, comes up this side, and then like goes up the inside of his thumb, just in here. Like that. Like so, and then we'll add knuckle lines and stuff like we did on the other finger, and nails on his fingers. So like fingernail just there, fingernail on that one, thumbnail, and then we need like knuckle lines. So coming across here, like so. This and on his thumb, and then there's more of these sort of hand lines, the bones, the lines for the bones of his hand, just coming down in here. So like, so say one, let's say here, and it comes down this side, curves up in here, curves down here, kind of comes around underneath the hair. You can see sort of little dots and sort of hatching lines just here, like that. And this comes up to there. Some hatching on the edges just to give it a feel of shadow kind of thing. And then another one coming up on the inside of this finger, just in here, goes underneath his hair. You might see a line with the other knuckle just there. And there might be like a wrinkle sort of line there. And last one, just here. Okay, so that's one hand down, 3 to go. But like I said, tricky character. So let's see, we did his knuckle there. And alright, so his eye, we'll do his eye. So curves across just in here, curve line there, curve line underneath, his pupil, small little red, well, it's his iris actually, sorry. So tiny, and then a little dot in the middle. Tiny red eye. And then there's like wrinkle lines coming all around his face. Of course, these go all over your face. If you followed the video or watched the video that I did of him without the hand, he's got lots of this dirt sort of marks all inside, and it kind of gets darker as we go up in here. Like so. And maybe some dirt and scratches on the hand. Like that. Okay, so the rest of his hair then comes all around this hand, and there's some fingers on the top of his head as well. So let's see. So we're going up to like, so the top, let's see. We do the fingers first or the hair first? We do the fingers first because I guess it's easier to line them up. So we have a finger like just above this finger here, his index finger. So it like comes around the back of his head, comes out to here. They're kind of like these little sausages that kind of just sit on top of his head, and they each have like fingernails on them, like that. Then there's another one just above his thumb, just here. So it kind of goes like in there, back up, the real flat sort of fingers, just like this, coming around the top of his head. Next finger, just here. And we give it a nail. Like so. Then another one just here. So just these 4 sort of boxes that represent fingers. So it's the same distance to the top of those fingers here, to his eye. So say at the top of that finger to his eye, as it is from his eye down to just the bottom of his hand. So that's your proportion for his head, right? But that distance is the same as this distance, down to these black circles, to his iris. Same. And then we have to add all the hair in between. So we'll start on this side and work our way around. So we'll go down and up, like so, just adding all spikes and hairlines. These real messy hair, like so. Loads of them. Remember, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, because hair moves. Hair blows in the wind. Hair changes its place, the way it sits, and even artists draw the hair differently depending on what page sometimes they're on. So, you know, don't worry too much about all the particular lines. Once you get the general shape, you should be okay. Like here, and here. Going underneath, in behind his fingers now. Another one coming out this way. Spiking up to there. Might be one actually like spiking across his finger here. And of course you can rub out any lines you don't need, because you should be using a pencil anyway first. And then we'll keep going around, and then we'll add the details inside here. So traveling down now this side of his head. So real messy, sort of spikes sticking up, spikes sticking down, you know, just not any sort of, it's not a real pattern, it's just sort of all over the place, kind of. Kind of like that. So then he's got some lines just going, curving sort of across, pieces of hair that go across his head, right? So like line coming across this way, like so. I come back, coming sort of down his head from around these fingers just here, coming out from the fingers here, some lines on the ends. Across this way, just adding texture lines and hair lines and stuff, just making it look real messy, like so. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. You could add more texture lines if you wanted, you know, you could add more shadow, thicker lines around the fingers if you wanted, but I'll just leave it there. So he's got those tubes that come around the back of his head. So starting, say here, just like a bumpy, just like bumping, waving line, comes up, sort of around the back of his head, bumps every now and then, comes down, and then it has like an inside section as well. So like bumps up to like here. It's got some like lines coming across it and stuff. And this like comes down like this, these red tubes, and they might have some lines, texture lines inside. Like that, and there's two of them, so we threw one on the other side. So like up like so. Bumping around like that, and then back up the other side. Like so. And it could have some lines like this. Texture lines on the inside, like so. Okay, now, so the hands that are on his shoulder. So, both shoulders. So we're gonna go knuckles first. So we'll go up, down, like a zigzag sort of pattern. So each one of these is a knuckle, like that, right? And then something kind of similar on the other side, except we can there's more hair on this side, so we can only see maybe 2 knuckles, maybe 3. So like just here, so you go up, down, up, and then bring it around, so like there, so like that. And then these will come down to fingers, so we'll go down like so, bring it in to where his little finger will be on this hand, and then we're going to go around like that for the bottom of the little finger, and then we'll go down for each finger again. 1, another one, like so, and then the index just up here, and this will come back up and go in underneath the other hand, and we'll just go in under into there. And then we got to add lines for each finger, and then fingernails and details and stuff. So this finger comes up like so, like that, 1, next one, down like so, 2, next one, to there. Maybe you can leave a gap maybe for some skin this time. And then we add nails, so like it comes up across. There's these sort of box-like shapes on the end of his finger, just there. Same thing here, goes down like so. Yeah, they're kind of roughly drawn, they're not too detailed really, like so. And then there's some knuckle lines and stuff coming across his fingers, so like one there. It's like skin lines and fold lines for his knuckles. Like that, and then some lines on his top knuckles, like here, coming down that way, coming across that, and you could add maybe some hatching, some light hatching, nothing too serious, just there. Then his shoulder is going to come down from here, so it's going to like bump out because he's got like a hoodie or like a black t-shirt or something on, so it's got like bumps and folds just there. And then we do pretty much the same thing on the other hand, so it'll go on and come down like so, and then curve around for the bottom of each finger. So this one always sticks down the most. You know, if you look at hands, like this one sticks off the most. And then we bring this up in underneath his hair there. And then we add finger lines again. So like same sort of thing. Coming down and around and into here. Same thing here. Come down like so. And then up into here. And then knuckle lines and fingernails and stuff like that. Here, as there. Like so. Line coming across, line in here, and shoulder. So same again. Bump out every now and then, down off the page. And so his t-shirt then just comes in a V, just into the corners there. And a V just on the bottom, just like that. And then you can see like his collarbone coming across this way. And you can see sort of the thumbs of these fingers a little bit, just like inside here. So like coming in here, say. And just a line just in here as well. And you might see like a thumbnail or something, but it's real dark in here. There's not like, yeah, you could add like some dark shadows in the corners, some hatching coming across. You know, just some like hatching lines and stuff. That, and then like fold lines. So he's got sort of hunched kind of shoulders. So there's like, you know, 4 lines coming across here, comes down into his armpit sort of thing, which kind of maybe comes across that way a little bit, and something similar over this side, like lines like that going in. So like so. And of course there's all hands all down his body, but we're going to leave it there. There you go. That is how to draw Tomura Shigaraki, just the normal way. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.